Greetings everyone, I'm Brett Garsed and I'd like to give you some ideas and some tips for playing slide guitar in standard tuning. So without any further ado, let's get into it. I started playing slide guitar in the late 70s when I was about 16 years old after seeing Joe Walsh perform Rocky Mountain Way live on TV. And it really had a major impact on me. So I went out and I got a guitar and tuned it to open E and just learned the basics of intonation and how to control the slide with muting and stuff like that. But eventually got tired of lugging an extra guitar around for only one or two songs and wanted to go back to standard tuning. But I really did miss a lot of those great intervals and chord sounds that I got in that open E tuning. So thanks to Joe and having me put it on the second finger like he did, it allowed me to angle the slide, and so I was able to get some of those sounds in standard tuning, and that's what I'd like to share with you today. This will be gone over in greater detail with a book that I'll be releasing through Guitar Vivo later in the year, but this is a bit of a sneak preview, so I hope you enjoy it. Now in standard tuning, if I go straight across at the 12th fret here, in the key of E, I'm going to get a 5th and I'm going to get a minor 3rd. What I'm looking for is a 5th and a major 3rd. So to do that, I have to angle the slide. So I'm going for the 12th fret on the 2nd string and the 13th fret on the 3rd string. But first, here's straight across. And now we'll angle it. Takes a little bit of practice to get it, but I try to set my hand up in a fairly rigid position like this, so I'm pretty confident I'll be close to in tune even before I've played anything. Once you get that angle down, you can go back to playing all your favourite Joe Walsh licks like this. If you alternate from angled to straight, you can get effects like this. So it can sort of be like a pedal steel emulation, but if you put a bit of aggression into it, it sounds pretty cool. If you keep that angle and move it up in minor thirds, you can get a diminished effect like this. This angling technique works on different groupings of strings, so let's look at the 2nd string and the 4th string. I'll be hybrid picking here, so I'll use my flat pick on the 4th string, and I'll use my 2nd finger to pick the 2nd string, and I'll use my 3rd finger to actually mute the 3rd string. So straight across at the 12th fret, what I'm hearing is a 5th on the 4th string and a major 3rd on the 2nd string in the key of G major. Now if we move up and we angle it, so we're getting the 14th fret on the 4th string and the 13th fret on the 2nd string, we're implying a C major chord like this. If we return to our concept of having the slide flat and then angling it and alternating that as we move around, we can get some really useful chord shapes. Same idea will work on the 1st and 3rd string, and don't forget to keep muting that 2nd string with your 3rd finger. Now we'll try playing some 5ths, so we're going to be playing on the 2nd string and the 4th string, and we'll be muting that 3rd string with our 3rd finger. We'll be going for playing the 12th fret on the 2nd string, which will give us a B, and the 14th fret on the 4th string, which will give us an E. So that's root and 5th. Now it'll take a bit of micro adjustment to get these in tune, but once you do, if you then play the 3rd string, you get a beautiful major triad like this. Now for this final idea, this is pretty extreme and it's quite difficult, but we're going to go for playing octaves. So we'll be playing on the 2nd string and the 5th string, and we'll be muting the 3rd string and the 4th string with the 4th and 3rd fingers of our right hand. So we're going to be angling the slide and trying to get the 12th fret on the 2nd string, which will be a B, and the 14th fret on the 5th string, which is also a B but an octave lower. So you'll be going for a movement like this. Now they're quite tricky to get in tune, but once you've got them there, you can move them around like this. Now, as you'd expect, it works on the 1st and 4th strings, so once again, mute the 2nd and 3rd strings and aim for the 12th fret on the 1st and the 14th fret on the 4th string. Now, as you can hear, there's a lot of micro adjustment going on as I play these things, especially the octaves, because it is quite challenging to keep them in tune when you're angling the slide. But it's a great technique in the sense that it gives you back some of those sounds that we did enjoy in open E and things like that. Now you can have at least a close approximation of them in standard tuning. So I hope this has really helped out. Don't forget to subscribe to guitarplayer.com, and thank you so much for having me. Cheers.